My name is Rex Castillo. I am a sports reporter for KIDY, which you can watch at 6 and 10. Had to put in the shameless plug. Now, I am convinced that the reason why my coworkers made me go up here is because I am the clumsiest one at the station, by far. Something you don't want to have in a sports reporter when you're handling an $8,000 camera. I'll explain. So one of my stories that I was covering was the 7-on-7 football tournament in College Station. Every high school from around Texas is here at this great event. Football players everywhere, great football being played everywhere. Now I have this $8,000 camera, which is my livelihood, gives me my paycheck, allows me to pay my rent, and whatever's left gets to pay for bills and a little food at Walmart. But I'm standing maybe 5 feet away from the field, and I'm talking to a parent. 5 feet away, I think I'm good. The problem is, I see a football player coming towards me, who's 6'5", around 200 pounds, catches this amazing ball, bam, right onto my camera. I'm telling you, my soul cried, because you break an $8,000 camera, that's a whole lot of dollar menu you're gonna have for the next couple months. So, have you ever had someone in your life who will never let anything go, no matter what? Husbands, that might be your wife. But my boss, Justin, has every right to remind me at whatever time it costs $8,000 to fix that camera. We'll be out at lunch. All right, the bill was $80. Hey, Rex, that was like 100 of those cameras. Buy 100 more of these, it'd be as much as that camera. I know, Justin, believe me, I know. Everyone, we got brand new phones for the company. Rex, that's like buying a whole new camera. I know, Justin, gotcha. Getting into the sports business, though, it's personally a dream of mine. I get to talk about sports for money. Except there are some things I wish I would have known getting into this business. Like as a man, when you go on camera, makeup. You have to wear makeup when you go on camera. So things like foundation and concealer are now a part of my life. Going to this part of like actually buying makeup, really awkward. Go to the mall. I see Finish Line, gone there a lot of times. Go to Foot Locker, been there plenty of times. Right in between the two is Sephora. For those of you who don't know what Sephora is, it's an incredibly expensive makeup shop. So there I am. I'm like, all right, gonna do this. Now, as a man, when you're doing feminine things or going out to run errands for the wife, you try to legitimate it that way, right? All right, have a box of tampons. It's for my girlfriend. Don't worry about it. Going to romantic comedy. My girlfriend drugged me to this. I have to go. If I do this, she'll let me go to the Cowboys game tomorrow, whatever. Yeah, my girlfriend broke up with me a week before I had to do this, so no, that out was definitely out there. So walking to Sephora, first thing anyone says to me, oh, are you looking for somebody? No, I'm actually here for me. Okay. We'll try and find somebody to help you. So I sit down at the demo booth, I'm like, all right, just gonna take it like a man, get this makeup thing done. Here comes a girl with, I swear to you, bedazzled eyebrows. Which is cool for her, but I was like, I don't want to look anything like you. Like, no offense, you look beautiful, but I don't want to look anything like you. So, ended up doing the whole makeup thing. I know how to do a brush, but again, as I realized that with my skin color, I also get darker throughout the year and lighter throughout the year. I bought my makeup in the winter, so which means it's lighter. So summer self, my face is a completely different tone from the rest of my body, which looks awful. Again, though, I do love this job. Another part of it is, when you come to a small town like San Angelo, there was another reporter before me, Danny Rondeau. Now, Danny is a beautiful reporter. She's great at her job, she looks great, which, if you have a beautiful reporter as a high school player, you're a high school quarterback, yeah, of course, you get to flirt with this reporter, she's talking about your team, and then I come along. It's like when you have that substitute teacher, the teacher at high school you have a crush on, and then the substitute shows up. I swear to you guys, for a month I had to explain that, yeah, I'm the new guy. Danny's not here anymore. So I go up to Brent Davis, the head coach at Central High School, and talk to all his players. Oh, dog, is Danny not coming? No, Danny's not coming, bro. You have to talk to me. All right, I guess so. So yeah, it's taken me almost to the point where they don't want to talk to Danny as much because they realize it's me. But I love this job. I love the place here. I love everything about it. And part of being a sports reporter as well is that you also get to deal with professional sports. You know, you get to talk about the Texans, you get to talk about the Cowboys. This is the one thing. My boss is a fan of every team that I hate. So as punishment, he makes me watch all of those teams for our broadcast. If there are any Cowboys fans around here, I'm sorry, I'm a huge Texans fan. So he's like, all right, Rex, we're going to talk about the Cowboys training camp. I want you to listen to this entire press conference with Tony Romo, and I want you to listen to everything that Jason Garrett has to say. All right? I was like, hey, Manny, can we talk about the Texans? He'll literally go on camera like this. All right, and the Texans suck. Moving on. But another thing they also get to do is you get to go into the locker rooms. Believe me, it's one of the coolest experiences. Before I was working here in San Angelo, I actually worked with I got to go do some stories with the San Antonio Spurs. Now, you would think you would have a press conference set up. It's a big room, the guy's right there, and everyone can get their shot. No, you have to go into the locker room. You would think the locker room was this big. No, it's a small room with these behemoths of men who are like at least 7 feet tall. I'm 5'8". As I stand, I go up to maybe some of their belly buttons. So when you get an interview, it's right in front of their locker. Like you're right up against the wall. They're right up against the wall, and there's a sea of people. There's 20 people in front of you. My job was to help the sports reporter, so he had the camera. Now, whatever way you could hold a microphone, you just kind of go around the side, go underneath their armpit, go around the back. That's cool. But there are times where you're the first one at a spot. So, Tim Duncan, 7 feet tall. Me, 5'8". I'm like, all right, look straight ahead. I'm looking at his belly button. This is awesome. So, when other reporters come around though, you have to get lower. As a man, and he's 7 feet tall, and I'm looking at his belly button, start going like this, all right? Keep looking up, keep looking up. I swear to God, don't look straight. And you're just like this for at least 20 minutes. If I look straight ahead, I can see Tim Duncan's manhood. Not cool. The moment, if he ever wants to turn around, no, not cool. Hits me right in the head with it, there's no way to recover from that. As a sports reporter too, it's photo bombing has become the trend. I don't understand what it is. Every time this camera comes on, it is like a light for people to mess with me. It doesn't matter who it is. So the best thing I've seen so far was, I was in Sonora. So I go to Sonora, and huge baseball game goes on, game's over. Whenever the camera's set up, it's just the camera, me talking into it. This kid jumps on his opportunity to photobomb me. Without hesitation, I just hear his parents laughing. I'm like, all right, this should be interesting. Comes up right behind me, just. My biggest focus is like, I'm not mad if y'all photobomb me. If it's good, I appreciate it. So I did the responsible thing. I took that clip and I put it up on YouTube. And that's how I will give you your 15 minutes of fame if you mess with me the right way.